2022 saw Americans go to the polls for the midterm elections, along with President Biden trying to deal with the economy.
This year has also seen former President Donald Trump already looking ahead to 2024 and the Supreme Court issuing decisions that will have impacts for decades to come.
Skylar Henry has more details from Washington.
The people have spoken.
Midterm elections made 2022 a high-stakes year for politics. Democrats held control of the Senate and even gained a seat after Georgia's runoff race.
51, a slim majority. That is great.
But celebrations were short-lived after Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema announced she was leaving the Democratic caucus to be an independent. Republicans narrowly recaptured the House, giving the GOP control of one chamber.
For me, the hour's come for a new generation to lead the Democratic caucus that I so deeply respect.
Nancy Pelosi announced she was stepping down from her leadership position following the Republican win and a brutal attack on her husband. Investigators said the House Speaker was the intended target.
Are you ready to take this state back?
Some of the most prominent midterm candidates backed by former President Trump lost their races. As the GOP shifted blame to him, he announced another run for the White House.
America's comeback starts right now.
Trump's announcement came just before the appointment of a special counsel to oversee investigations into the former president, including his handling of classified material at his Florida home. Trump was also the focus of the House Select Committee investigating the January 6th assault. A series of public hearings featured testimony from people near the president that day, including aide Cassidy Hutchinson.
The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now."
The committee released a final report laying out the former president's culpability for the insurrection.
We believe that the evidence warrants a criminal referral of former President Donald J. Trump.
Congress also passed a handful of President Biden's key legislative priorities, including the Inflation Reduction Act, with $369 billion in climate investments over the next decade, the first major gun control bill in nearly 30 years, and more than $18 billion in aid for Ukraine in its fight against Russia.
Putin's invasion of Ukraine in March set gas prices soaring literally around the world.
President Biden spent much of the year trying to ease the economic strain on Americans. He tapped the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to lower gas prices and canceled up to $10,000 in student loan debt for millions of Americans. Legal challenges to the loan forgiveness are headed to the Supreme Court. In June, the High Court's conservative majority upended decades of precedent, reversing Roe v. Wade, ending federal protection for abortion rights.
The health and life of women in this nation are now at risk.
This decision is a victory for the pro-life movement.
Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson took the oath ahead of the fall term.
I, Ketanji Brown Jackson,
becoming the first African-American woman to serve on the Supreme Court. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.